Hello YouTube watchers. I'm an American, therefore I'll be referring to Webster's dictionary rather than the Oxford. You Brits are welcome to bring it on, engage in a discussion with me. I encourage comments. I'll begin by quoting the contemporary English version of the Holy Bible, Gospel according to John, verse 1, sentence 1. In the beginning was the one who is called the Word. The one who is called the Word. And now here's the New World Translation, which is better known as the Jehovah's Witness translation, whatever. Uh, John chapter 1, verse 1, first phrase with a predicate. In the beginning, the Word was. Okay, well, that's pretty clear. A word, is the origin of all things. By comparison, I looked up uh, God, Allah, Yahweh in the dictionary, and I found no clear etymological essence to it. Um, if you argued that God results from the Indo-European base Gao, Gao is theorized by philologists to mean to call out or invoke. And that seems to me to be a lesser action than something the creator would do. A creator would not call out or invoke. That's a human action. So God doesn't work, Allah doesn't work, Yahweh doesn't work, Jehovah doesn't work. There's no etymology to it. So just throw it away. So let's just talk about word. Philologists' theory about the word is that the Indo-European base is were or ver, which means to speak, say. And the meaning, again, in Webster's dictionary of word is a morpheme or base or sound, possibly, to convey a meaning. Um, and let's just see, what does mean? Well, it comes from the Indo-European base, again, theory by philologists, mino or meno, which means opinion or intent. Okay, well, that sounds like something a higher being could do. Um, Now, let's just see. Compare this to the word jargon while we're at it. Jargon is derived from zircon, which is a mineral. Zircon is derived from the Persian word zar, which means gold. Um, and to shine, gold is derived from the Indo-European base gel, which means to shine, gleam. And again, well, not again, but this is a perception, okay? I don't think that creation, the act of creation, or what was a perception, okay? That's not even in Genesis. To shine, gleam, open Genesis, the very opening of Genesis, light isn't even mentioned. Okay? So you don't even have that on your side. Now, the thing is, this really is about the ultimate mission of this channel, which is to redefine the sanctity of life, what is life, what it means to take a life, and why we should protect life and conserve life. Hence, protect nature, conserve nature. Um, I was checking out Will Durant today and opened it to a random page of his volume called The Reformation. And I noticed that Durant said that the Catholics, the Catholic Church, compared to the Protestants, were the ones, the Catholics were the ones to encourage and protect the humanists or the scientists. They were kind of the sponsors of that. They had to distance themselves from those scientists due to the politics and the struggles that were going on during the Reformation. But anyway, since things have kind of chilled out, the Catholics have kind of tried to embrace hard science again. Well, I'm about to destroy theology that comes from the Vatican. Pope John Paul II wrote in his encyclical, he acknowledged that evolution, Darwin's theory, was more than just a hypothesis. It was supported by a progressive amount of research, a lot of research, and he said, well, I'm here to resolve that. Well, guess what? He was just masturbating the theory of evolution. He wanted to continue to support a very anthropocentric theory of what kind of life is worthy of preservation. And I'll tell you how he does this. He cites an encyclical by, well, not an encyclical, but a statement by Pope Paul VI in 1965. It's called Gaudium et Spes, and it's point 22. You can find it on newadvent.org, just like you can find John Paul's statements on evolution when he's talking about the Science Federation, whatever, in the Catholic Church. And this is interesting, actually. I guess, now, in the contemporary English version of the Bible, it's, when you look at what Pope Paul VI said, he cited John 17:21 and 22. Contemporary English version, which I think is closer to the Catholic Bible than the Jehovah's Witnesses Bible is, says, I want them all to be one with each other, just as I am one with you and you are one with me. I also want them to be one with us. Then the people of this world will believe that you sent me. I have honored my followers in the same way that you honored me, in order that they may be one with each other, just as we are one. To me, that just sounds like kind of a short-sighted, kind of narrow-minded attempt to solidify this very shaky notion of the human race. And again, if you think about the tree of life, that is just a bunch of bullshit. There is no taxonomic categories such as phylum, class, family, order, species, genus, subspecies, race, subrace, variety, subvariety, whatever. These are just relative taxonomic terms, taxons, used for expediency in the biological sciences if you're trying to figure out the relations of life forms to each other in clades. Open a biology textbook, guys. Okay, so I was actually more interested in the New World Translation because I think this might serve my purposes a little bit better. let's see the same verse, John, it's around John 21 to 22. But I actually noticed something a little bit earlier than that that interested in me. And I'm going to ask you the question before I read it. Do lower life forms, plants, animals, microscopic organisms, do they fit this profile closer than humans do? I believe they do. Listen to this. This is John 17, verse 14. I have given your word to them, intent, opinion, meaning. I have given your word to them, but the world has hated them, because they are no part of the world. He repeats the exact same thing in verse 16. They are no part of the world, just as I am no part of the world. Now, what was Jesus talking about when he was talking about the world? He was talking about worldly pursuits, the pursuits of sickos, human sickos. Okay? Animals kind of just further their own existence. They do what they've got to do. And some humans do that too. And therefore, they're nobler and fit this profile a little bit better. Anyway, so I think that the Catholics are going to have to kind of, if they want to get with the program and start, advocating conservationism, and get away from this Gaudium et Spes, by Pope Paul VI, which, the guy was just trying to find an excuse to perpetuate anthropocentrism and avoid conservationism. If the Catholic Church is going to get away from that and bring everything up to speed, to my level, then I suggest they start thinking about what is the world. Again, I'm gonna quote this one more time. This is, the world has hated them because they are no part of the world, just as I am no part of the world. They are no part of the world, just as I am no part of the world. That is repeated twice. Jesus never gave a fuck about all your wealth, your gold, your jargon. Okay, I think we're done for now.